Good morning, children. Let us begin our class. Yesterday, we done the standard deviation in the individual series by the actual mean method. Okay, and today we will do standard deviation with the direct method. Yesterday, we done only the standard deviation. Today, we will introduce even the concept of coefficient of standard deviation. What is the difference between standard deviation and coefficient of standard deviation? One is an absolute value and one is a relative value. Now, what is an absolute and a relative value? When the values are of two or more in different units, okay, when they are expressed in different units, then we find their relative, we will find a relative measure of dispersion. But when they are in the same unit, it is expressed as an absolute measure of dispersion. This is what. And the coefficient of standard deviation will be calculated by the formula standard deviation divided by mean. Standard deviation divided by mean. So today we begin with standard deviation in the direct method. I have a small numerical here on the board. You may copy it down. Marks are given x, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. In the direct method, what do we do? We directly go and square the variables. So 6 6 are 36, 8 8 are 64, 10 10 are 100, 12 12 are 44, 14 14 are 196. Okay, direct method. Now we need to have the mean as well because they are square of thing. So sigma x upon n is the formula for calculating the mean. Here totaling up 26, 36, 36, 40, 50. Sigma x is equal to 50. That is equal to 50 upon variables 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The mean is 10. Now the formula in for standard deviation is equal to under root sigma x squared upon n minus mean squared. In the direct method, this becomes the formula. In the actual mean method, standard deviation is equal to sigma x squared upon n. That's what we done yesterday. Today, since we are doing the direct method, sigma x squared upon n is there. What is added on? The square of mean. Let us substitute the values. Standard deviation is equal to square this up. I mean add this up. 6 and 4, 10, 10 and 10, 20, 12 to 5, 5 and 6, 11, 15, 20, 24, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 540 upon 50 minus what is the mean? 10 square under root. Okay. These two cancel. What will you get? 108. 5 on the 5, 0, 5 is 40. Okay, then minus 100. Standard deviation is equal to under root 8. Under root 8 will be, if you find 8, 2 to the 4, 3 3 is a 9, so 2 to the 4. 0. This will not go at all. So 2.83 about 8. So this becomes 2.83. Coefficient of, I I will write it as short form. Coefficient of standard deviation is equal to standard deviation upon mean. So coefficient of standard deviation is 2.83 upon the mean was 10. To remove these, put 2 zeros here. That will be equal to 0.283. Sorry, this was much. Value was 5, 5, 5, yeah, correct. Look again, in a direct method, the values which are given to you, directly square them up. Okay, first find the mean. Mean is equal to sigma x upon n. So we need to sum up all the values of x. Okay, that is 50 upon n, that is 5 values, 10, mean is 10. The formula for standard deviation in the direct method is standard deviation is equal to sigma x squared upon n minus x squared. Sigma x squared, when you add it up, you get 540 sigma x squared upon number is 5 minus mean calculated is 10 to n square. So 5 will go into 540 is 108 times 10 times 100. 108 minus 100 is 8. The square root of 8 is 2.83. And like I told you yesterday, can you see this properly? Or right here on the side is equal to 2.83. Can we see it now? Yeah. So once you have the standard deviation, then we go to find out the coefficient of standard deviation. The coefficient of standard deviation is standard deviation upon the mean calculated. And standard deviation is 2.83 upon mean was 10. Remove these two places of decimal, put 2 zeros down. So it becomes 283 upon 1000. Divided, 1000 cannot be 283 is 0. Then 1002.83 is the coefficient of standard deviation. Is that okay? If you have understood, can I get a sign? Yeah? Is it okay? Okay. We'll go on to the next. Now we'll come to the discrete series. So we done one with the actual mean, one with the direct method in the individual series. Now we come to the discrete series. The discrete series. Okay, what makes a series a discrete? He says in a discrete series there is a corresponding frequency given against the definite value of x. One minute. Okay. So there is a definite or a frequency given against the value, and we need to arrange first of all the data in the ascending order. So by actual mean method, just like when we were calculating mean, how do we calculate mean? Sigma x upon n. Now because we have frequency, what would be the formula for mean? Sigma fx. Okay, so let us take an example to understand discrete series. We have x and f. The x values are 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and the frequencies given are 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 6, 7, 2. Okay, first and foremost, calculate the mean. Mean is equal to sigma fx upon n. So that means we need to multiply f with x. 15 2s are 30, 23s are 60, 6 5 are 30, carrying 3 6 are 12, f 3 15, 2 1 0, 7 0. Added up, sigma fx is equal to 0, 6 and 3 9, 10 14 15, 20 22, 2 1 3 4 5, and sigma f is 3 to 5, 6 11, 18, 20. Substituting the values 520 upon 20, 2 to the 4, 2 6 12. Mean is 26. Okay. Now from this, we will find x minus the mean, and we will call it either x or d. Some books, some people refer this to d. D means deviation. Doesn't matter, you can write d, but the formula becomes then sigma f d dash f d squared. If you are using the variable x, it becomes sigma f x squared. Now, find the deviations. 15 minus 26 is minus 11, minus 6, minus 1, plus 4, plus 8, 9. 9 and 26, 35. Okay. Square this to remove the signs. 11 11 is 121, 36, 1, 16, 81. Okay. Now what do we need? Since we have the frequency with us, we multiply the frequency with the deviations. We multiply frequencies with the square of the deviation, f x squared. Okay, so 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2. 6 3s are 18, carrying over 1, 3s are 9, and 1 10. 6 1s are 6, 6 7s are 42, carrying over 4 7 is 7, 8 9 10 11, and 2 1s are 2, 2 8s are 16. Fx squared. Sigma fx squared. 10, 16, 18, 20, 6, 7, 10, 13, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now the formula in this becomes standard deviation is equal to sigma fx squared upon sigma f. This is the direct method, so we don't have anything else with it. Actual mean method, sorry, not direct method, actual mean method. So standard deviation is equal to 630 upon sigma f was 20 under root 630 upon 20. That is how much? 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10. 31.5 under root 31.5, find out the square root 31.5. 5 5 are 25. 11 minus 5, 6.50. It will be around, roughly around 6 times 5.6. So the standard deviation is 5.6. We can go on to maximum 2 places of decimal and then leave it. Okay, now we come to coefficient. Coefficient of standard deviation is equal to standard deviation upon mean. Standard deviation is 5.6. The mean calculated is 26. 1 place of decimal rows is, that is equal to 0. It will go 0.2 something. .6 upon 26 is equal to 0.521. Have you understood, children? Yeah. So quick revision. In a discrete series, we have the frequencies. Okay, that what makes it a discrete series. So the first thing is we find the mean. Mean formula is sigma fx upon n. So the first thing we do is multiply x with f to get fx and sum it up. 520 upon sum the frequencies. 520 upon 20, the mean calculated is 26. Now, with the mean as 26, find the deviations from x. So, x minus the mean, and we call this column small x. Okay, small x. So, 26 minus 15 is minus 11. 26 minus 20 is minus 6. Minus 1 plus 4 plus 9. How do we get rid of these signs? By squaring them up. So x squared, 11 11 is 121, 6 6 36, 1 1 1, 4 4 is 16, 9 9 is 81. Then the next step is, it is a discrete series. The frequency is multiplied by the squares. So f into x squared, f x squared, that is 2 into 121, 242, 3 into 36, 108, 6 into 1, 6, 7 into 16, 112, 2 into 81, 162. Okay, then you need to add them up. We added them up, we got 630. Use the formula for standard deviation in the actual mean method. Standard deviation is equal to sigma fx squared upon sigma f under root. Standard deviation is 630 upon sigma f plus 20 is 31.5. In the column, find the square root. Yesterday I showed you how to find the square root. It will take time. You must practice it. And like I said, one place, maximum 2 places you can work, leave it. Is that okay? Maximum 2, up to 1 place also it is acceptable. No problem. So you find the root, square root, that is the absolute value. Now we come to the relative. Relative is coefficient of standard deviation is calculated by the formula standard deviation upon mean. The standard deviation we calculated is 5.6. the mean was 26. Now, to get rid of this point, put a 0, one place a decimal, 10 here. So we have 56 upon 260, take it in the rough column and divide. We will get roughly 0.2. Is that okay? Anyone has any problem? If not, can we have a sign? All of you understood? Yeah. Good. Thank you. Now we'll go on to the direct method. The direct method. Can I wipe out this part of the board? Everything else is the same over here. Only thing, what do we do? Directly in the direct method, we need the mean and we need to square the value. So, if you are done with this, I will wipe out the board. I'll give you an example. This part I will wipe out. Keep the question the same. The mean is the same. Now this is direct method. So in the direct method, directly we square the x. 15 are 225, 400, 25 plus 625, 900, 35, 35s are okay. Now things are same. Fx squared, that is f has to be multiplied by this. 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4 and 1 5, 2 2s are 4, 450, 3 4s are 12, 100, 6 5s are 30, carrying 3, 6 2s are 12 and 3 15, carrying a 1, 6 6 are 36, 37, 7 9s are 3, 2 5s are 10, carrying over 1, 2 are 4 and 5, 2 are 4, 2 are 2. Okay? Add it up 0, 5, 10, 15, 5, 7, 14, 17, 21, 2, and 3, 6, and 6, 12, 13, 14, 1, 4, 1, 5, 0, sigma fx squared. Okay, now the formula will change for standard deviation slightly. Standard deviation is equal to under root sigma fx squared upon sigma f minus the mean square direct method. Standard deviation is equal to 2 1 1 4 1 5 0 upon 20 minus 26 squared under root 0 0 cancels, 2 5s are 10, 2 7s are 14, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10 minus 26 and 26 is 6 6 are 36, 6 2 are 12, 15, 2 6 are 12, 2 are 4 and 1 5, 7 6 and 6. 572 minus 676, 7, that is equal to 7025 again. Kindly complete it. See me, my mind, where is my mind going? This value is 14150 upon 20. Okay. 2 sevens are 14, 0, 2 sevens are 14, 5 are 10 minus. How much was that we calculated? It was 676. So standard deviation is equal to 707 minus 677 is 31.5 under root. Take it in the rough column, find the root of 31.5. 31.5 will be roughly about 5.61. Find the CSD. That will give you approximately 0.2. Now children, what will take time for you to practice is number one is practice your square roots. Practice that there is no calculation mistakes like we had over here. I copied down the wrong number 14150. You copy down the wrong number, the question is going to bound to be wrong. So these are small things you have to take in mind, keep in mind when you are doing the numerical part. Okay, and like I said, from the examination point of view, you always work to one maximum 2 places of decimals. Okay, especially when you are dividing or calculating anything, work to one place, maximum 2 places of decimals, and leave it. Don't go on and on, waste your time. Okay, because statistics is always an approximation value anyway. Okay, then any problem in this discrete series? Anyone? No? Now, unfortunately, we are out of time. We have to do the continuous series, which we will take up in the next class. Standard deviation of in the continuous series. So far, we have done the individual series in the actual mean method and in the direct methods. Then, in the discrete series, we have done in the actual mean and in the direct method. We will come back in the next class and we will do the continuous series, actual mean and the direct method. Is that okay? Okay, good. And maybe on the next week, I will talk to you also about your project, which you will be given. And you will do that project maybe in the month of December when you are off. Okay? And that carries 20 marks, so that project work has to be done now. More or less, we are coming to the end of our portion where we need to do our project. That I will talk to you about it in the next week, coming week. Okay, what are the topics and how you will go about doing your projects. Is it okay? So we stop till here. We will meet again when we come back for the next class. Till then, all of you have a nice day and keep yourself safe. Be safe.